cultures, and so much more. From fresh market tomatoes to watermelons, from snap beans to tangerines, Florida farmers grow an abundance of safe and affordable products that are prized around the world. So look for the Fresh from Florida label when you shop. Wholesome, delicious, nutritious. Fresh from Florida. Fresh to you.
One of the most exciting parts of flower gardening is selecting new plants to add to your yard. When you buy potted perennials from a nursery or garden center, it's best to get your new plants in the ground as soon as possible. Before planting your container-grown perennials, make sure to water them well. Well-hydrated plants tolerate and recover from the transplanting process better. Plan ahead and know where to put your plants. It's much easier to move them around. And you'll want to be sure not to overcrowd when they reach their mature size. When digging a hole, first you'll want to remove any mulch from the soil surface. Be sure the hole is big enough to hold the plant at the same depth it was growing in the container. Remove the plant by gently tapping the bottom of the plant with a trowel handle and squeeze the sides of the pot to loosen the root ball if necessary. Tuck your plant in the soil, water, then add more soil if needed to completely fill the hole. Replace or add mulch around your new perennial, making sure it doesn't touch the stems. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We can expect showers this afternoon. Today will be partly sunny with a shower in places this afternoon and a high of 86 to 88. Then mainly clear tonight, low 70 to 72. Partly sunny Tuesday with a thunderstorm around in the afternoon, high tomorrow 87 to 89. Then sun and some clouds Wednesday with a thunderstorm and a high of 87 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. You know, it's October 11th. The minimum wage went up to $10 an hour from $8.65 an hour. That took place 11 days ago. That's a $1.35 increase. Okay, let's put that in perspective. Okay? A $1.35 increase. Okay? Well, you take the old rate of $8.65. Okay? Take the old of $8.65. Do it. That's a 10% increase. It's almost a 10% increase. It's actually a 9.4% increase in wages. Just that happened 11 days ago. Now, restaurants have been prepared for it. They knew it was coming. So they've got some things in there because labor, when money cost for labor goes up, labor percentages go up. Now, I can't talk about all businesses, but the one business I know very well is the hospitality industry. Mainly the restaurant industry of the hospitality industry. And I know that a good restaurant has food costs somewhere around 25 to 30%. Labor somewhere around 25, 30%, and alcohol somewhere around 20 to 22%. That usually leaves you about 15 to 20% for your advertising, your marketing, and your profit. Now, if you have to pay franchise rights and all, that's a whole different situation. That comes out of that 15 to 20% that's left over after you spend on food costs, labor, and alcohol and beer, alcohol and wine. If you have a franchise fee of usually about 5 to 6%, then you have a marketing fee that they usually charge you another 2% that they do for national thing. That's usually between 6 to 8%. So now you're 15 to 20% is down to 7 to 12% profit. But you got to take in, your rent, your utilities and everything. That's usually about 3%. So now you're down somewhere between 5 to 7% profit. And that's normal. That's why restaurants don't survive after the first year, because it's very hard to survive unless you're doing a great volume on 5 to 7% profit. But when you make labor costs go up 10%, okay, now you got a problem. You don't have that 10% in your profit. So you either lay people off and go with a lesser staff, or you increase your menu items. Now, I can't speak for all jobs. I'm just talking specifically the restaurant industry, one that I know like the back of my hand. And I'm starting to see that. I was in an establishment yesterday where they've got the new menus out, showing you the new prices to take care of the labor situation that they're doing. They told you this was coming. And it's not that big a deal right now. Everything on the menu increased by 99 cents, less than $1. They're giving up $1.35, but the items went up $1. That's going to help because your gross profit, now your labor, if your labor goes up but your gross profit goes up, your labor percentages stay about the same. Here's the issue. Next year it goes up another $1. The year after that it goes up another $1. The year after that it goes up another $1. The year after that it goes up another $1. The year after that it goes up another $1 till 2015. Then to 2026, and then it goes up, it increases then after that at the inflation rate of the cost of living, which is usually about 3.5%. Well, next year, if they go up on their menu items another 99 cents, 4 years from now, they'll have gone up on their menu items $5. What today would have cost you $11.50 will cost you $16.50 when minimum wage gets to $15. Here's the issue. You're paying $16.50 for what you're paying $10.50 for today? If you are, then there's no problem in your eyes is what's going on in the hospitality industry. But I would venture to say most of you aren't paying almost $17 for something you're paying $10 for today. And that's the reality of this situation, folks. Yeah, restaurants can eat some of it. You can tighten your belt on some of it. Some restaurants are already instituting. I saw a restaurant chain out of Georgia that is instituting 1 day a week. There are no employees. It's all managers running the entire restaurant because they're on salary. Servers, but no cooks, stuff like that. Servers come in because they make less than the $10 an hour. They're making about, I think, $6 an hour now, somewhere around there. Servers aren't your big labor cost. It's your cooks that are your big labor cost in the restaurant industry. So there are restaurants that are instituting 1 day a week. They just cut the staff out, and the managers have to come in, and all the managers are on the floor that day and on the in the kitchen that day cooking. That is one way to combat this minimum wage hike. And for those of you that say, hey, this minimum wage had to go up because people need to make a living wage. Nowhere was the minimum wage designed to be a living wage. It was designed to be the minimum wage. It was not designed to be a living wage. It was designed to be a stopgap or a way for people to get training as teenagers to enter into the working world. That's why it was called minimum wage. People have made career out of fast food. Out of necessity, sometimes, sure. But the price points in restaurants were not set up to have full-time employees making $15 to $20 an hour. It just wasn't. And if you make the minimum wage 15, your cooks are going to make 20, 22. Right now, a good line cook right now at a restaurant makes between $16 and $20 an hour. Well, if minimum wage goes up to 15, that's going to increase for cooks' pay. And it's a constitutional amendment here in Florida. It has to happen. This should have been a legislative issue, but no. Morgan & Morgan gets it put on the ballot, and lo and behold, it wins by 70%. And why do you think Morgan & Morgan put it on the ballot? Because they give a damn about you as a worker? No. It's because if minimum wage is $15 an hour, when they go for lost wages, they can go for more money, and that makes them more money as the lawyers. They'll tell you they did it to help the people. No, they didn't. They did it to help their bottom line. But as these first week of paychecks go out now, it's been 2 weeks, as this first set of paychecks go out, you're going to start seeing everything increase at your local restaurants, your local watering holes, out of necessity. There's a constitutional amendment they have to adhere to. You're going to see, by the way, guess what else you're going to see? You're going to see, wait for it, some of your favorite places close the doors because they either are ill-equipped to handle this kind of increase in wages, they didn't plan for it, or they just don't have the business model that would support this kind of wage increase. Think about this. The hostess at a restaurant when you go there, you usually have a front of the house manager or host or lead hostess that is doing the table diagram and knows exactly what's going on in the restaurant. The other hostesses are just told, table 23, people, seat 4. Table 19, seat 3. Table 28, party of 6. Get 6 menus, 6 setups. Take it over there, set them down. Their entire job is to be your leader, you know, the person you follow to and from to a table. They don't know what table setups are. They don't know how to run the map of the table network in the restaurant. They just know that somebody at this podium said, take those 6 people and set them at table 23. And you're going to have to pay that person $15 an hour by 2025. What in the hell are they doing that deserves $15 an hour? Oh, wait for it. Here's the answer. Nothing. But we didn't think about that when we were running out to pass this minimum wage. We just thought, oh, it sounds good. They make it sound, everybody's, you know, you'll make more money. Life will be great. Unless you lose your job because they have 6 hostesses and they cut back to 3. Because that's the only way they can afford the $16 and that $15 an hour increase. It's going to happen, people. Some of your favorite places are going to close. Some of your favorite places are going to menu price you out of going there. And there's not a damn thing we can do about it because it's an amendment now. We'd have to repeal it from the Constitution. And you know as well as I do, once Pandora's out of the box, she don't go back in the box. Just think about that when you go out this week to eat. That, yeah, it's only $1 now on the menu. But are you ready for it when it's going to be $6 on the menu 3 or 4 years from now? Are you ready for when that order of nachos that's usually $11.95 is $20.95? Are you really prepared to eat nachos for $20? We'll see. We'll see. Take a break. Come up next. More on Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Hey, folks, you want to really enjoy these cool fall mornings? Well, come stroll the garden. The 5.5-acre Bob Wines Camellia Garden on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. It's gorgeous this time of year, plus the sights and sounds and aroma are good for you. We promise. While you're there, check out the famous Bob Wines Heirloom Camellias. They're starting to bloom now, and they're priced as low as $12.99. Been thinking about a citrus tree? Bob Wines is having a truckload citrus sale, starting at just $69.99. And just arrived, those very popular dwarf citrus trees. They're perfect for your patio or other small spaces. You've asked for herbs, and Bob Wines has them. A big selection starting at just $1.99. And, of course, all your favorite veggies in the 4-pack are still just $4.99. Check the ad, then come on over to Bob Wines Camellia Garden, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, the same blooming place since 1952.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer